Okay, kids, welcome to Telling It Like It Is, Athletics Weekly. Here we are on April 12th. It's my oldest dog, Willie's birthday. All right. He's 11 today, but Athletics Weekly, going to do this. My podcast is about 3 months old. But since I'm a diehard A's fan here in New York, staying up late every night to watch my A's before getting up to teach, we want to make sure that we do a weekly update. Try to keep it to Sundays and Mondays. Right now it's Monday, April 12th. And I think we saved our season over the weekend. Um, I think going 1-9, I think we could have been in trouble. There's an old expression that you don't win the season in April, but you sure can lose it. And I think 1-9 would have really hurt, especially since 7 of those games would have been division games. So I think Olson's 3-run homer on Friday, really, you could just feel a big relief sigh from A's Nation there on Facebook. I belong to a couple of A's groups, and it's just you could just feel the relief. We like to. One thing I pride myself on is no BS on this podcast. I don't play any homers, so I find on the Facebook groups that people are just so sensitive. Like you're not allowed to be analytical and critical. I mean, played college baseball, coach baseball, umpire baseball. Been a diehard fan. So when you evaluate someone, and you say they're playing good and they're playing like crap. That's not being critical. It's being fair. For example, if we look at the infield right now at the A's, you'd have to give him a grade of a C at tops. I mean, Matt Chapman has absolutely looked like crap. I love him, but he's had 15 strikeouts and 34 at bats. That's just horrendous. And I have to say, with a man on third and less than 2 out, he is the last Oakland A that I want up there because he takes a strike right down the middle and winds up swinging a crap outside the strike zone on a breaking ball. Doesn't shorten up and make contact. I guess that hip surgery might be holding him back a little more than we thought. He might not be back fully yet, but he's got to get going or we're not going anywhere. And so people are like, oh, that's so negative. No, it's accurate. When you strike out 15 out of 34 times, that's horrendous. Sorry, I love him, but it's horrendous. You call it like it is. That's why the name of the show is Telling It Like It Is. All right, former player texted me, my bad. Elvis Andrus looks like he's left the building, Elvis, but he has had a couple of better at-bats lately. Hit a big sac fly and tying the game the other night for our first win. So, he's getting better. His defense started out shaky, but he's gotten better. And I was so excited to have Elvis because he always hurt us Oakland A's over the years. So I'm happy to have him, but he's got to pick it up. Has to pick it up. Defensively, Maddie's looked okay, though, so I got to give Chapman credit for that. Olson's coming around. He banged into that knee, banged into the wall with that knee. Down 9-2. You like to see the effort, but at the same time, tough break on that. But that 3-run homer, like I said, Friday night, big relief. I mean, tremendous relief. But so Matt Solid, and of course, the guy who's been the most consistent third time around, the guy who I make up stories about to my players, Jed Lowry. The A's have always tried to replace Jed, and he's back for a third time, and he's starting. They ever try to replace Jed with some minor league phenom, Jed beats him out. And Jed gets a professional at bat. 5 RBIs, unfortunately, is leading us in a team. And Jed has those 5 RBIs to lead us. A couple of the guys I feel like are overmatched right now. Garcia and Tom, very overmatched. They look like they don't belong. I don't know what happened to the other great. We had some other good catchers down there from last year. And we're just not using them right now. It's one of those situations where we decided on Garcia. I mean, there's usually options behind the scenes and different times of that time accrued in the minors and the majors. And so some guys have more options than others. But Garcia just looks overmatched. It's not a good situation. So I'm glad Murphy's back and he'll be playing tonight. Tonight, of course, we have no DH. So, no Moreland in the lineup, who's been pretty solid. I feel like when he gets up, I feel good. His bats, I always feel are solid at bats. So I'm feeling pretty good when Moreland's up there. So I have to really be pretty pumped about that. So even though his numbers aren't great, I feel like his at bats are quality. We're still striking out way too many times. And when runners in scoring position, we got to be more aggressive with these pitches. We're just not doing it. We got to get Brown, Pinder, Laureano, and Piscotty have been pretty good. Got to get Pinder back. In addition to him being on my home run derby team, we got to get Chad back. He does so much for us, and he's got so much strength. And Brown finally hits one on the upper deck Saturday. He looks pretty good. And Laureano, of course, man I love, gives you what he has. And Canna always working the pitches, giving you a good at bat. Piscotty's still a solid outfield. I'm pretty happy with our outfield right now. I'd like to see a little better production, but I have to give him heads up. We have played the Astros and the Dodgers. And if you remember on the season preview, we talked all the time about how we could get off to a rough start in the first 10 games because of that schedule. So, yeah, we only have the Astros now, if you think about it, 12 more times. So it gets crazy in a hurry. In the Dodgers, we already played 3 times. So good stuff's ahead, I hope. Diekman's been a little shabby in the bullpen. I have to give the bullpen a C+. Diekman's been shabby, and Romo, very shaky when he comes in. I just panic. Diekman's a guy that I've loved in the past. And, of course, the big elephant in the room is what are we going to do with closer? I don't know if we could trust Lou with it, Petit with it, or Diekman with it. Maybe we go by committee. Wendelken, I'm not sure either. There are 2 good pitchers out there, still free agents, unsigned, Samardzija and Anibal Sanchez. I mean, none of them have ever been closers, but they are 2 guys that can throw hard. Maybe they could come in and be a closer, offer them a 1-year deal right now. I think that's a phone call you have to make because you can get them for cheap for 1 year. They'd rather probably do that than sit at home. Unless we have a major minor league phenom, because Puck, I think this would be a good opportunity for him to try it, but he's on that 10-day IL and he never can seem to stay healthy. So this is like a flashback to Kirk Dressendorfer and Steve Chitrin and Todd Van Poppel. We couldn't keep these guys healthy, but been an A's fan that long. So I think we have to do something to address it because Rosenthal, let's be honest, it's not going to happen this year. So it usually takes a long time to be good after that surgery. So I can't count on that even at the beginning of next year. So I think we definitely got to inquire about things. I'm looking forward to getting Fires back, and I really can't wait to get Birch Smith back. Very underrated, solid thrower, pumps strikes, a lot of strikeouts. Got to get Birch back. All right, I got my Cespedes jersey in here, so I'm hoping for a little luck here with these bats tonight. Miss Cespedes in his prime, not these days, of course. Living in New York, the Met fans were in a love-hate relationship with him, but that's a story for another day. But I just feel like going forward, we have to address these issues, the A's, and I feel like if we could do that, I think we can have a solid week. We have 2 with Arizona, and then we head back home for Detroit. Of course, we still got Miggy in Detroit's lineup, who's a big problem. Baumgartner might pitch tonight, but he might not. I don't know what the latest update was. I saw him in the lineup earlier in the day. I'd have to check in the latest lineup. But, Madison Baumgartner is always just so rough on any team. So I would have to check that and see what he's doing, see if he's in that lineup. But let me look right here. Hold on a sec. See if Baumgartner's in there. Let's see what we got here, kids. Let's see if he's in this lineup. It's taking a while to load. And, it says career versus Baumgartner, so I guess he is pitching. Interesting. Yep, so it says Baumgartner, so it looks like he's in there tonight. Bad news for us. He's such a tough pitcher. But just again, I feel like the infield is coming around. The outfield's been pretty solid. The starting pitching, I was very happy for Luzardo. Did a great job for us. I felt really, 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 really good about that. Thought that was pretty solid. Then we have Bassett tonight. He was better, a little bit better the second time. Montas was very good the other day, so I'm happy about that. Minaya was very good the other day, so we had a good week of pitching against the Astros, who were just so hot versus the first time around. It was like playing pinball. They destroyed us. So, the starting pitching's got to pick it up a little bit. And, we didn't pitch that bad this second time through. So I'm hoping that we get that back tonight. We start that third time through. And hopefully Bassett can, get ahead and just basically work his magic if he could. So, that's something that, Oakland's got to be better at. The starting pitching's got to be a little bit more consistent. We need Minaya to be the guy. We've been waiting a long time for him, and Montas got to step up. And then if we can get Bassett, and that's where we're missing that veteran. Through the years, the A's have had those veterans, whether it be we had Jackson, we had Brett Anderson. We'd always have a guy, who would come in there, Cahill, and just, was a veteran who could give you a good year or two. Uh, you know, even the big boy, Bartolo Colon, somebody to come in there and stabilize the staff from a veteran standpoint who comes up and, just wants to pitch. We don't have that guy right now. We don't have that old time guy right now. So, like I said, Annabelle Sanchez, Samardzija, I'd like to pick one of them. I'll put one of these guys in the bullpen, but we will get Fires back. So that should stretch out our situation a little bit better. And then we could probably get to him, that fifth guy in the rotation. And we can go from there and see what happens. So right now, that fifth spot in the rotation has been up in the air a lot, but we definitely got to get some stick going. But the main thing is we got to get Chapman on track here. I like a balance of righty lefty with Moreland's in the lineup. But tonight's a big game. I know you hate to say that early in April 12th, but it's a big game. It'd be nice to start to chip away at 500. Because to me, you can't really say you're doing much until you're at least at 500. So sorry for this bright combo here. Might have blinded some of you guys. But for the A's, I love the yellow uniforms. And a couple of buddies got me this hat, so we go with it. So, again, what to look for this week? Get a solid week here. I'd like to see us get at least a 3-2 week here. Well, then we got Saturday, Sunday, right? So we got Monday, Tuesday. Well, over the weekend, we'll have to see how that works out. But let's get these next 5 games. Let's look for a 3-2 at least. I mean, I could be greedy, but I'd like to get to 3-2 out of these next 5 games and get a head start on Detroit here. Maybe we can get something going, and we can get off to a good start here. Get a couple with Detroit, a couple with Arizona. See if we can get there. Let's see. When you're sitting there thinking about it, how's the schedule going to look for us anyway? Let's see going forward. Yeah, MLB going forward. Oh boy, yeah, Thursday. Yep, Thursday we got the Tigers. Friday. Friday. Let's see. We host the Tigers again. Saturday. It's a weird day we had yesterday too, guys. We had a day off on a Sunday. That's bizarre. Got the Tigers on Saturday as well. Don't tell me we got off Wednesday, so we got the Tigers for a 4-game set. So let's get to 6. Let's get to 4-2 this week. Let's let that be our goal, and see if we can make this happen. So share with us on the video, please. Comment so we could dialogue back and forth with Oakland A's fans. It's not easy here being on the East Coast, being an Oakland A's fan, but been an A's fan since 1971. So I saw those white cleats in a Red Sox A's game, and I fell in love ever since. And so let's stay positive with the A's, although we have to be fair. You have to be critical of your own team when they deserve to be critical with. We're still not doing the job with men on third and less than 2 out. But like I said, hopefully all these big blasts got us going a little bit. Let's get off to a good start tonight. It'll be tough with Baumgarten. It'll be great to just get a lead for a change too. So get off to a lead. Maybe see if we can stretch him out a little bit. Supposedly he's a little banged up, so maybe we can get him in there deep in the beginning of the game, add some pitches to him, and we get Bassett some solid innings tonight. And we'll catch you guys down the road next time. So again, this is Telling You Like It Is. It's Athletics Weekly. I'm going to try to do every week. Would love to have some of you guys come on. It'd be a lot of fun. Have you come on if you know your A's baseball. We can dialogue on Facebook. We can instant message, see what you want to talk about. We can come on. We can do the podcast anytime you want. Thanks, and let's go A's.